Trent Alexander-Arnold is in trouble. And I think it is the perfect example of the grass is not always greener. Wait until you hear this. So you might have heard that he hasn't had the best start to his Real Madrid career. Bit up and down in the Club World Cup, and he had a terrible debut against Osasuna last week. And for the following game, Carvajal came back in and Trent was benched. But it gets worse because last night the Athletic were reporting that Trent Alexander-Arnold will be put on the bench indefinitely and Carvajal will be the starting choice right back. Trent is in Madrid now. Nobody's going to be fighting his corner in a very similar way to the way the Liverpool fans did when he was at Liverpool. On top of that, the Real Madrid fans love Carvajal and he is a very, very good right back. The usual talk of Trent maybe pushing into midfield to start to resurface again. And I'm sorry, with the quality that Real Madrid have in midfield and in their attacking options, they don't need someone that might work in midfield. It's not going to happen. Realistically, he's going to become a really good bench option when they need to go full throttle or they're chasing a game. He's someone that can come on and potentially change the game. But that's not what he went to Real Madrid for. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me know in the comments. What do you think of the Trent situation with Real Madrid right now?
Trent Alexander-Arnold dropped by Madrid. That's right, now that Dani Carvajal is finally fully fit, it's expected that Trent will be playing his backup. This man really left his boyhood club where he was loved by everyone to sit on the bench in Madrid. I'm calling it now, in about 3 years' time, he definitely won't be at Madrid. Trent wants to return to the Premier League. He's already had clashes with several Real Madrid teammates and wants to return to the Premier League this January. And I think that just demonstrates that the grass is not always greener. He went to chase dreams in Madrid and he's ended up regretting it. My question is, what team is actually going to take him? Because Liverpool certainly won't.
This is the reason why Xabi Alonso dropped Trent Alexander-Arnold from the Real Madrid starting 11. You can see this is what he said. He said he's fully fit and ready to play. He played him against our under-21 team during training and he dribbled past 25 times in 90 minutes. That is insane. 25 times. That's so crazy, bro. That's nearly once every 3 minutes, bro. That ain't good enough at the top level. And especially against the under-21 team. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Trent's defensive fragilities is crazy, man. He can't defend. And in the La Liga, he's getting exposed. And after the second game, Alonso's had enough. He brought Carvajal back in and he dropped Trent Alexander-Arnold. As you can see, people, Trent was dropped. I don't feel bad for him, bro. This is what Trent wanted. He made his bed. He has to lie in it. But getting drilled past 25 times in 90 minutes, that's insane against the under-21 team. I remember last year Doku did a similar thing to him. Luckily we didn't concede, but this time Alonso's had enough and he's dropped Trent Alexander-Arnold. You can see what Alonso said. His reasoning is fair, man. You gotta say it's fair. Trent, he needs to fix up quick if he wants to succeed at Madrid.
Draw for the UCL League phase is over, and these are all Real Madrid's opponents. First, we have City at home. Whoever jinxed this game should not be able to comment anymore. This is the 6th time in the last 7 years. I am tired of this matchup. But then we have Liverpool away, Juve home, Benfica away, Marseille at home, Olympiacos away, Monaco home, and lastly, we have the Kai Cenat Mafia Don away. They said that Trent was going back to the Premier League. Well, he's going back to Anfield. Alvaro Carreras returns to the Estadio de Luz as a Real Madrid player. Man City at the Bernabeu again, and Mbappe versus Monaco return. Also remember Chouameni. Now we will play the Kai Cenat family, which is a 9-hour flight. And also Dean is back playing his former team Juve. But in case you need a reminder, at the Santiago Bernabeu, we play City, Juve, Marseille, and Monaco. Away we play Liverpool, Benfica, Olympiacos, and the Kai Cenat family. Now I believe that the schedule is out on Saturday. If the schedule is out earlier, I'll let you guys know when we play the first game. But the first game should be around mid-September. I'm just going based off last season. But again, like I just said, if there is more news, I'll let you guys know. We have some decent matchups, City, Juve, and Liverpool. But obviously, I believe we get out. But hopefully this time in top 8. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know your predictions.
What are we saying about this one? Trent Alexander-Arnold will be making his return to Anfield as a Real Madrid player this time. Do we think the Liverpool fans are going to show him a lot of love? Or is he going to get the boos? Is he even going to play this game at all? Is he even going to travel to Real Madrid? Or is he going to stay in Spain? Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool play Real Madrid in the Champions League phase. Confirmed the fixture is happening. Anytime Trent touches the ball, if he was to start or play, come off the bench, do we think Liverpool fans are going to react in a bad or positive way? Don't get me wrong, he's a Liverpool legend. But he did leave in a way where the Liverpool fans have turned on him. I still do think Liverpool fans should be respecting Trent. He left with love. He still supports the club. He still loves the club. He still respects the club. But the fans turned on him completely. Not all, but majority. For the sake of him going to Real Madrid after winning it all already for Liverpool. And all Liverpool fans are going to come at me for saying, you don't understand the situation.
Trent Alexander-Arnold has clashed with several Real Madrid teammates and wants to return to the Premier League in January. What were we saying to you, Trent, bro? Madrid never suited you. But no, you wanted the Madrid move, and this is what happens to you. As you can see, David Ornstein reported this. I can't lie, bro. I don't blame him. When the Madrid teammates see Trent's defending, they were like, how can we handle this guy for a whole year? They are shocked how Liverpool had Trent for over a decade, bro. Like, we were trusting Trent every big game, but this brother can't defend. And as you can see, the Madrid teammates and him have clashed now, and now Trent wants to move to Liverpool. I can't lie, Liverpool, we don't want him. We don't want him, bro. We got Bradley Frimpong, Trent, that chapter's over. He left us, and now we don't want him back. But yeah, he wants to return back to the Premier League. I can't lie, bro. This has got to be one of the worst transfers I've ever seen. Everyone knew it wasn't going to go right, let's be honest, bro. Trent playing at Madrid with the scrutiny they give, there was just no way it was going to work. But let's see what happened, bro. Trent has clashed with his teammates. Bro, I told Trent, man, stay at Liverpool and you become a legend. But now you've tarnished your legacy.
Booze he's about to get, the reaction he's going to get from the Anfield crowd is actually happening. Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming back to Anfield as a Real Madrid player. These are the teams that were playing in the Champions League, and just look at the top. Real Madrid at home. Like last season, we're going to be playing Mbappe and all these guys at home, but now they've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. Just imagine, he got booed when he was playing in Liverpool kit. He might be happy. Listen, there's reports of him being on a bench, Carvajal taking his place. He might be celebrating because the booze that he's going to get, it's going to be one for the ages. As for the rest of the fixtures, and listen, it's not too bad. There are some stinkers in there. Galatasaray away is going to be tough. Even Marseille away, the atmosphere is tough as well. Karabag, I'm happy that game is at home because that travelling all the way to Azerbaijan would have been brazy. PSV at home as well, a little revenge for last year. Frankfurt away, Ekitike going back to his old club. And then Atleti at home. Inter away as well, we're going to the San Siro. It's not bad, it's not the easiest, but at the end of the day, it is Champions League. You're going to face some tough teams. Realistically though, let's be honest, we should definitely finish top 8.
Oh, this UCL is about to be cinema. I just remembered this. Arda Güler versus Sideshow Bob. It's going down. Remember the shush? But not only this. Florian Wirtz is facing his old boss Xabi Alonso. Chouameni and Kiki, do you love me? Is facing Monaco, but not at Monaco, at the Santiago Bernabeu. Dean is facing Juve, Brahim Diaz. And remember the rumors going around about Rodrigo going to City? Well, now he's facing them if he stays at Real Madrid. Trent is going to Anfield. There was an article saying that he was going to the Prem, and now he is. He's just touching the grass and then going back to the Bernabeu later. But these are 6 players, I believe. We have Dean, Alvaro Carreras, and Trent playing their old teammates who they just left. You're telling me AI wrote the script so perfectly like that? No shot. There's no way AI thought about this right here. Yo, this is about to be cinema though. Liverpool versus Trent. Their fans versus Trent booing them every single time just for Trent not to play. Think about it. Mbappe scoring a hat-trick on Monaco. Cinema. And hopefully we get another shush from Arda Güler. Hopefully this time he's playing and Sideshow Bob's on the bench. But hey, it's about to be cinema. Let me know what you guys think.
Trent Alexander-Arnold will return to Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold will have the chance of playing at Anfield again under the lights in the Champions League for Real Madrid. That's right, the inevitable has happened. Liverpool have drawn Real Madrid at Anfield as part of one of their 8 games in the league phase. But the big question is obviously this. Will Trent return to Anfield as a first-team player for Real Madrid, or will the misery continue? As we know, over the last couple of games, Trent has lost his place in the starting lineup, and it's something that was met with quite a lot of joy from the Spanish press and the Real Madrid fans who, to cut a long story short, are delighted to have Dani Carvajal back playing at right back. So, look, before Trent left, obviously there was mixed reactions from Anfield. He was booed by a segment of that crowd. I can guarantee you this right now. If he walks out onto that pitch at Anfield for Real Madrid later this year, well, it's not going to be pretty. Get in the comments, let me know what you think.
Right after the UCL draw, Rodrigo posted "A por la 16. There's absolutely no way you write that and you leave. Now, a lot of you may think I want him gone. I've been saying it in my lives and everything. I don't want him to leave. I'm already accepting it if he does, so I won't get hurt. Now, Fabrizio Romano said this in his live Here We Go, in which I think it's important information. He said, Rodrigo confirms he's staying at Real Madrid, saying "A por la 16. The deal with Manchester City collapsed yesterday as revealed, and Rodrigo always wanted to stay. Now, we have a couple more days to go. Technically, it's already the 29th. So then we have the 30th and the 31st, and then the transfer market ends. So as of right now, I am not going to get my emotions up that he's staying. I am going to wait until this transfer market is officially closed. I don't want to find out tomorrow, hey, breaking news, he's leaving. That's the last thing I need, especially because Fabrizio told me he's staying. Now again, I don't think a player writes this if they were leaving. For me, I would find that to be the dumbest thing ever. Now hopefully we keep Rodrigo because in my opinion, I think that's massive for us. But hey, if there's more news about Rodrigo, I'll let you guys know. But I better not wake up to more news about him tomorrow.
Might be the greatest game of all time, and not because of the football. Because Trent will be going back to Anfield. We wanted this so bad, and UEFA have given what we wanted. Trent, it's over, mate. It's over. Like, you thought you'd left Liverpool for good. Clearly not, mate. You just knew if you were gonna face Real Madrid, you'd have them at Anfield. And your first game of the Champions League, you're facing Trent. Like, mate, Carvajal starting might seem like a blessing, because if he starts or even comes off of the bench, he is getting cooked. Like, forget all these games here, right? This was the one that we wanted, and it was the one that we got. UEFA, fair play. Genuinely, fair play.
Come on, Marinakis, cheer up. The Champions League draw, it was absolutely unbelievable. But in relation to the Champions League draw, and more specifically the English sides, we're going to go through each of the English sides' fixtures and pick out one key funny thing or interesting thing about each of the English clubs' fixtures. Starting off with Arsenal, and it's fair to say among these games they have some bad European memories. Of course, they play Bayern, so we know the scoreline there. It's going to be 5-1. We then move on to Newcastle United, where the PSG game is really interesting because, of course, they got robbed in Paris last time they were in the Champions League when they went to the Parc des Princes, but they did beat them 4-1 at home, and it was arguably one of the most iconic results in the club's history. We then go on to Manchester City, which is absolutely brilliant because once again in a Champions League campaign, they take on Real Madrid. Banker. As for Liverpool, it's quite straightforward, but Ekitike is going back to his former club. Chelsea have an iconic fixture in their recent history. It's a fucking disgrace. We obviously remember that Drogba game, Chelsea versus Barcelona, and again, that game is going to be happening. They also go to the Allianz Stadium, where of course they won the trophy. And Spurs, you can't really banter because they've got two brilliant games here. They've got Bodo, where they won, where every team that went to Bodo lost, apart from them when they were brilliant on the night and got to that Europa League final. And Frankfurt, of course, that amazing 1-0 win. So again, they've got memories of their amazing win last season. So overall, I am buzzing with this Champions League draw, but it's fair to say, this man, well, he isn't.
There's a reason why I haven't talked about Rodrigo and Upamecano, mainly due to Diario Yes and Bild, hopefully that's how you say it. Now, for those that don't know, this is a German source. I would say it's probably good when players are going to Germany. They talked about Chema arriving to Stuttgart, but when it comes to players leaving Germany and going to Spain, that's where I would say that they're not that great, but I could be wrong. They said that Real Madrid is the most likely destination for Florian Wirtz in 2025. Guess what? It's 2025. They said he only wants Bayern Munich. He's in Liverpool. Also, there was reports about Jonathan Tah. I just don't believe it unless it has traction, or journalists that I follow on a daily talk about this. Now, Diario Yes in the big 2025, when you're talking about this topic, it's just not something you can trust. In general, you really can't trust it, but you talk about stuff that other reporters talk about. Now, I can't trust it either when Pepe Alvarez is saying this, and that in the next few days, an outcome of another operation will be found out. And well, he's giving more information if somebody's leaving or coming in. But this topic has been talked about for the whole summer, and just for it to end like this and only Diario Yes to report about it, it doesn't sound right. That's why I haven't talked about it. If he was really staying, everybody would be saying that he's staying. And the only ones talking about that is Diario Yes. But anyways, if there is more news, I'll let you guys know, so make sure you follow. And also, let me know what you guys think.
This was Dembele the last time Barcelona played PSG. Look at him. Evil. Narcissistic. Toxic. He was having the time of his life. But I'm sorry, my guy. It's not gonna go your way this time, bro. It is not gonna go your way this time. Yes, in case you didn't know, these are the rivals or the teams Barcelona need to face in the UCL 2025-2026 league stage. Copenhagen, Newcastle, Olympiacos, Slavia Prague, Bruges, Eintracht, PSG, and Chelsea. Oh, talking about Chelsea, they asked majority of the Chelsea players what team they want to face. Look at them. Look at them. I don't know why everybody want to play Barcelona, that's one. And I don't know why everybody think they could take on Barcelona. Like, who do you guys think you are? out of everybody, it's the goalkeeper, Sanchez, that's cooking me, bro. Bro, you are actually one of the worst goalkeepers in the Champions League, bro. Let's be honest. And you want to face PSG again just because you beat them one time. And outside of that, you want Barca too. Chelsea, we will be there. Let me know in the comment section, guys. Will Barcelona be able to beat PSG and Chelsea this season? Let me know.